What's going on, everybody? It's Erik from Panola College, panola.edu. Take a look at some of the cybersecurity, networking, and intro to digital forensics courses that we offer. And also give a like and subscribe to this channel. Comment below if there's any other videos that you want to comment on. Give me tips on videos that we need to cover, or if there's any topic or really just anything that you want us to hit on. Sure, appreciate everybody sharing with their friends and all that great stuff. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Wireshark at a little bit more in-depth level. So we know that we can already see and record traffic going from the system that we're recording from and the system we're going to. And we've kind of reviewed already in Packet Tracer where to place that Wireshark device. Let's say we have a perimeter switch that's running session monitor. We can kind of go from there. If you haven't yet, go ahead and check out that video and also the intro video to Wireshark. But what we're going to be doing here is trying to get Wireshark to decode for us. So if we're recording traffic, either be it a session monitor or on an individual system, sometimes we want to make sure that the traffic inside of that TLS wrapping can be inspected to see if nothing malicious is actually happening under the guise of encryption. Because as long as that traffic is encrypted from point A to point B, we won't be able to see it as a security analyst or manager. So in order for us to be able to do a proper audit of traffic going into or out of our organization and making sure it's on the up and up, we want to be able to see inside, right? Well, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so we're here in our Windows 10 VM, and first thing that we're going to do is hit Start and type System. Now we're going to go into System itself, and we get our About window and everything like that. But we're going to scroll down on the right side and go to Advanced System Settings. Now, once this window opens up, we can go down to Environment Variables. And in here, we're going to click on a new user variable. So that's this one right here. Let me zoom in for a second and show you. It's basically the top part. Zoom out, we're going to click. And we're going to call this variable, all caps, SSL key, KEY, LOGFILE. Now we're going to add it to a specific directory too. And in this case, we're going to call it C drive. Let's just browse directory because I don't want to type. Make sure that we're at this PC. We're going to go to our desktop. We're going to make a new folder and we're going to call it, let's right click, go to rename, key folder. We're going to select that folder. Don't forget to put the actual file name in there like I just forgot. But at the end of it, we're going to put keylog.log and we're going to hit OK. And now we're going to restart our system because this is a variable that requires a system restart. So be back in a flash. So the computer's restarted, the actual VM I'm talking about, and we already have Wireshark opened up for us as well. So we're going to click on Edit at the top left, and we're going to go down to Preferences. Now on the left side, you'll notice in the middle, or towards the bottom, there's Protocols. Go ahead and expand that, and don't be overwhelmed by all the different protocols in there. We're going to be looking for TLS. And you can just hit your keyboard TLS, and it'll go straight down to there. Now on the right side, you're going to see, let me zoom in for you, where it says pre-master secret log file name. And this is where that environmental variable that we just set before the restart is going to go to. So we're going to click on Browse. We're going to go to our desktop and go into the key folder and select the actual key log itself and click OK. Now we're going to go to Configure Options. And we're going to have our Ethernet 0 selected in promiscuous mode. We're going to hit OK. We're going to open up and do a little bit of browsing. In this case, I'm going to go to panola.edu. Now this is a HTTPS TLS site that has a certificate. Definitely check out our discussion about certificates. And we're going to minimize that and stop our capture. Now, in this case, we have a couple of options here. We can sort by here where we have TLS. We can right click on this and go to Follow TLS Stream. We can minimize this window right here, and we can see that this is all the TLS and TCP traffic that is involved in that actual stream right there. So it's taking out everything in between, like all the other internal traffic and whatnot. Now, if you want to get really basic with it, you can go up to the filter up at the top where it's green right there and just type in TLS and hit enter. And everything that comes up as TLS, we will see right there on the screen as far as TLS related. Now, there are a lot of packets in here, and we're just going to take a look at a couple of them. And we can see that if we look down at the bottom, let me zoom in here for you right there. You now have a decrypted TLS. Now, what does that mean? Well, just one packet that we have right here, the headers. Well, if we click on the decryption, I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense because it looks like it picked up a PNG file. We can right click and go to follow HTTP2 stream now. And you'll notice that a lot more of this information is decrypted. Whereas normally it would be under the TLS stream. And we could go to decrypted TLS and see here. Let's go back and reassemble that as TLS real quick. That packet is still selected. We're going to right click it and go to follow as TLS stream. That's usually what we get, a bunch of gibberish, and that's not really helpful to what we're trying to do. But let's say we go to a TLS packet, for instance, this one, TLS version 1.3, and we look down at the bottom and we go to our decrypted TLS tab that is now available for us. While that may not look like a whole lot of information that is there available for us, we can now see more information in there than what we were getting before, because a lot of that information is being unpackaged now to where we can inspect it. Now, this idea can be applied to an IDS, intrusion detection system, or IPS, intrusion protection system. One detects and alerts us and says, hey, something's up, and one detects it and stops it dead in its tracks, depending on the rule set. So this was just a little add-on that you can do for TLS inside of Wireshark and on a particular system. So let's say in this case, that one particular system inside of Windows. If we apply this to the domain overall, this is definitely something that could be put inside of a GPO. So every system that's under that one group policy, they have that environmental variable put in, and it's named, let's say, based on the computer name. And you can go in and add those TLS logs inside of Wireshark to decrypt that traffic to verify that none of that traffic is actually malicious going in and outside of our organization. Now, you're not going to be able to see everything under the sun, but you're going to be able to see enough to know if somebody's doing something malicious or not. Like, subscribe, share, comment below. Let us know what else you want to see here on the channel. And also comment below, troubleshoot me. There's always somebody out there smarter than me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But that's it for now. Definitely let me know what y'all want to see in the future. I'm Eric. See you next time.